In 1994, a photograph reportedly leaked from NASA's Hubble telescope captivated imaginations worldwide, sparking a blend of scientific curiosity and spiritual intrigue. This story begins on December 26, 1994, at NASA's office in the United States, where scientists were stunned by images sent back by the Hubble telescope. These images appeared to show a colossal, white city floating in the depths of space. The NASA team was unprepared for this discovery and accidentally made the Hubble web server public. As a result, these astonishing images, usually reserved for private study in specialized labs, quickly spread across the internet. The US government soon classified the images to calm public fear and restricted access to them. One of these controversial images, supposedly taken by a photographer at Ellington Airfield, depicted a stunning galactic landscape filled with towers, pillars, caves, and structures resembling man-made buildings. Initially, one frame seemed to show only a foggy, unremarkable spot, but Ken Wilson, a professor at the University of Florida, examined the photograph more closely with a handheld magnifier. His detailed inspection revealed that the foggy spot had an oddly shaped structure. Interference during the image transfer from Hubble to Earth was ruled out, and the distortion couldn't be blamed on any issues with the telescope's lenses. In response, NASA representatives held an urgent meeting and decided to rephotograph the area where the anomaly was detected. They programmed the telescope for its highest possible resolution and aimed its lenses at a specific part of the starry sky. After several tense minutes, the telescope captured a new image which promptly appeared on the large screen in the lab. The once unclear foggy spot now appeared in a completely different form, unsettling the viewers. It looked like a glowing structure, faintly resembling a mystical city adrift in space. This city seemed to be built in the style of speculative fiction and futuristic depictions of far-off cities, glowing with an otherworldly light. The structure stretched into the endless expanse of space, spanning billions of kilometers. This discovery, blending elements of science fiction with the awe of space exploration, left a lasting mark on all who saw it. There was talk of a remarkable place called the City of God, imagined as a divine realm, a heavenly place belonging to God. Some folks at NASA even speculated that it might be where souls go after death. However, these NASA ideas sounded more like science fiction than real science. When scientists took a closer look at the images captured by the Hubble telescope, they found something intriguing. The City of God wasn't just floating in space, it was moving with the galaxies. This movement followed the rules of the Big Bang Theory, sticking to the laws of the universe. But there was more to the story. Scientists noticed something even more fascinating about how the city moved. Imagine a 3D model of distant parts of the universe on a big screen. It wasn't that the universe was moving away from us, instead, it seemed like Earth was moving away from the City of God. This made it appear as if the City of God was a central point in the universe. Using a computer model, scientists showed how galaxies drift away from the city. The more they explored, the more mysterious and amazing the City of God became. Numerous reports suggested that NASA tried to keep this amazing picture secret from everyone. Why they might want to hide it is still a mystery, but it makes people wonder why they'd want to keep such an awe-inspiring cosmic sight under wraps. This discovery, which could be the most significant scientific finding ever, hasn't been shared with the public because there's concern it could cause global panic. However, the idea that they are hiding these computer-enhanced images seems a bit hard to believe. Upon close inspection, the picture shows very detailed aspects that challenge the idea of natural shapes, tall structures like towers, rounded buildings, and something like a tall building for keeping watch are visible. It seems like a city in space with special land formations, making people doubt if it's natural. Among these structures, some figures looked like angels. At first, people thought they were a new group of stars because they were very bright and colorful. But then it became clear they were like real people. NASA said the angels looked bright orange. People saw a bunch of angels flying together, and a picture was taken of a very old star group called NGC 3532. At first, scientists thought the strange signals were because something was wrong with the expensive Hubble telescope. But when they looked closer, they saw the figures were about 50 feet tall, had wings, and had glowing circles around their heads. A space engineer said these angelic beings had wings as big as planes and gave off a peaceful feeling with their round, calm faces. It seemed like they were happy to be seen by the Hubble telescope, smiling like they had a big secret to share with the universe. People from space agencies remembered this wasn't the first time there was scientific talk about angels in heaven. A scientist who left Russia for the US in 1985 talked about Soviet astronauts seeing a similar group of bright, smiling angels during a mission. He thought there might be lots of angels in space waiting to be found. They hoped the Hubble telescope, along with help from the US and Russian governments, would show lots of proof that angels are watching over people. This big news was compared to getting a Christmas present, promising a new way of thinking about space and where people fit in. The day after Christmas could bring a big discovery. Adding to the mystery, the picture supposedly surfaced just a day after Christmas in 1994. This timing makes us wonder if there was a deliberate plan to reveal this extraordinary image during a time when people are usually feeling generous and reflective. Christmas is a time of warmth, togetherness, and spirituality where we celebrate with loved ones and think about love, hope, and kindness. During this period, people are more open to the idea of miracles and divine experiences. Releasing the image right after Christmas seems like it was carefully planned to grab people's attention when they are still in the holiday spirit. After Christmas, people are often more spiritually sensitive, which makes them more receptive to extraordinary and celestial ideas. This timing would make the story spread quickly as everyone is already in a heightened state of wonder. It seems like the timing was chosen strategically to take advantage of the feelings associated with the holiday season. This raises doubts about whether the claims made by the publication are true. Was the timing chosen to manipulate people's emotions and gain more attention? These questions make the whole situation even more intriguing. Did NASA truly discover heaven? It's unclear whether what we see in this image is real or just a fabrication, but one thing is certain: people have been claiming for decades that NASA has found proof of various religious traditions. As scientists delve deeper into understanding the universe, more and more people started asserting that they had discovered evidence of the divine. In 2016, an image began circulating online that supposedly showed the gates of heaven nestled within a nebula. This image quickly became popular with captions suggesting that scientists were baffled and trying to cover up what they had found. However, this wasn't true. The image wasn't a genuine scientific discovery but rather a piece of art. This artwork was created by Adam Ferris, an artist known for using a technique called pixel sorting to transform Hubble Space Telescope images into stunning digital art. Ferris starts with real images from the Hubble telescope and then manipulates the pixels to create his unique pieces. The image in question was one of many similar works by Ferris which had been repurposed online to promote a religious narrative. The Swan Nebula, also known as Messier 17, is a breathtaking cloud of interstellar gas and dust. One day, an artist decided to play with an image of this nebula by rearranging its pixels to create what he called the Gates of Heaven. This artistic creation was not intended to be taken as a real depiction of anything but rather as a creative exploration. The artist Ferris made it clear that his work was not a legitimate astronomical discovery. However, things took an unexpected turn when others began to attach a mystical story to his image, claiming it showed the actual gates of heaven. This story gained more traction when it was associated with an article from the Weekly World News, a tabloid known for its sensational and often outrageous stories, such as half-bat, half-human hybrids and speculations about alien ancestry. In this case, the article claimed that the Hubble Space Telescope had captured an image of heaven. The story, first published in print, was later put online in 2009 and captured the imagination of many readers. The tale had a thin veil of truth, beginning with real events related to the Hubble Space Telescope. The Hubble had indeed undergone significant repairs to correct a defect in its mirror, leading to its first clear images of the cosmos. According to the tabloid, astronomers pointed Hubble at the edge of the universe and discovered a shining celestial city floating in space. The image accompanying the story, in black and white, resembled a distant city or a large mansion set against a starry sky, with beams of light radiating from its edges, giving it a heavenly appearance. However, these light spikes also raised suspicions about the authenticity of the image. Real space images, like those from the Hubble or the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, often show bright objects with characteristic diffraction spikes. These spikes occur because light bends slightly when it hits the mirrors and support structures of the telescopes. When viewing stars, these bright points of light produce noticeable spikes, which are artifacts of the telescopes themselves and not features of the stars. By examining these spikes, one can often determine which telescope captured an image. The supposed celestial city image had numerous spikes, suggesting it was not a genuine space photograph. This observation casts significant doubt on the tabloid story. If the image truly came from space, it would match the specific diffraction patterns of the Hubble or another telescope. However, the excessive and mismatched spikes in the published image indicated it was likely doctored or entirely fabricated. The Weekly World News claimed that the image showed the New Jerusalem, a heavenly city described in religious texts. They attributed the photo to a scientist, Dr. Mason, who allegedly smuggled it out of NASA. According to the story, he had aimed the telescope at a star cluster and captured this divine vision. Critics argue that only a skilled photography expert could determine if the image was real or a hoax. If genuine, the photo showed a city surrounded by stars, suggesting it was taken in space. However, since no one has verified the photo or contacted the alleged sources, its authenticity remains unproven. The mystery deepens with the lack of verifiable information. If the photo were truly from space, showing a celestial city, it would be an unprecedented discovery. However, the absence of credible sources and the dubious nature of the image's light spikes make this claim highly questionable. The only entities that could confirm the photo's legitimacy are NASA, the supposed scientist Dr. Mason, and the editors of the Weekly World News. Unfortunately, none have provided concrete evidence to support the story. In 1993, significant repairs were conducted on the Hubble Space Telescope. According to a report from the Weekly World News, these repairs were completed by mid-December. The first images captured by the newly repaired Hubble were sent back to Earth on December 26. In 1993, the timeline aligns with information from multiple sources which state that the repairs on the Hubble Space Telescope were finished by December 9, 1993. The official Hubble website notes that NASA released these images on January 13, 1994, indicating that the images must have been transmitted to Earth sometime between December 9, 1993, and January 13, 1994. Since December 9, 1993, falls within this range, it is plausible that the photos were beamed to Earth on this date. Weekly World News first reported on these new images on February 8, 1994, and later revisited the story on September 10, 2009. There is no discrepancy among any of these dates. On December 2, 1993, the Space Shuttle Endeavour launched into orbit carrying 7 astronauts. Their mission was to conduct repairs on the Hubble Space Telescope. Over 5 days of spacewalks, the crew removed the high-speed photometer and replaced it with the Corrective Optic Space Telescope Axial Replacement (COSTAR) instrument. They also upgraded the original Wide Field and Planetary Camera with a new version known as Wide Field and Planetary Camera 2, WFPC-2. In addition to these major tasks, the astronauts performed various other crucial repairs. They replaced the telescope's solar panels, fuse plugs, and other essential hardware components. By December 9, 1993, the repair work was complete, and Hubble was ready for action once again. The newly repaired Hubble's first images were released by NASA on January 13, 1994. These images were spectacular, showcasing impressive resolution and clarity. Hubble, which had faced criticism for its initial optical flaws, was now functioning as the powerful observatory that had been promised from the beginning. Imagine looking into the endless space of the universe and coming across not just stars but ladder-like shapes around a dimming star. This interesting scene was recently captured by NASA's ESA Hubble Space Telescope. While we haven't seen the famous stairway to heaven, these ladder-like features around the dying star are similar to the mythical city hanging in space. This amazing sight is called the Red Rectangle Nebula, known as HD for 4179. The nebula got its name because of its special shape and color when viewed through regular telescopes on Earth. However, the Hubble telescope, with its incredible vision, has shown amazing details that ground-based telescopes couldn't capture because of Earth's shaky atmosphere. This complexity is like the detailed features found in the City of God, challenging our understanding of the universe. The red rectangle is like a space puzzle full of surprises. The ladder-like structures, which look like the rungs of a ladder or a spider's web, are projections of gas cones. It's like looking at a series of nested wine glasses filled to the top with gas when viewed from the side. These strange features revealed by the Hubble telescope make us question our knowledge of how the universe works. Initially named for its unique shape, the red rectangle surprises us again by not being a true rectangle but an X-shaped structure. This discovery challenges our ideas about the universe's rules. Both the City of God and the red rectangle bring forth unexpected shapes and structures that spark curiosity, making scientists rethink their understanding of space. At the heart of the red rectangle is a star that shapes its surroundings. This dying star is shedding its outer layers, creating a unique biconical structure. The regular ejection of gas and dust echoes the mysterious movement seen in the City of God. These shared elements remind us that cosmic events are connected and that the universe is full of wonders waiting to be discovered. While the City of God and the ladder-like structures around HD 44179 are different, both show the universe's amazing and often surprising nature. These cosmic wonders, captured through advanced telescopes, invite us to explore further, challenging our ideas and encouraging us to uncover the secrets hidden within the vast space. Whether these discoveries and their connections to heaven are true or not, the wonder of this entire story lies in our ability to create such fascination about outer space millions and millions of galaxies away from us. The Hubble Space Telescope made this possible, but one might wonder how exactly it works. The Hubble Space Telescope is a marvel of modern engineering and scientific achievement. Orbiting high above Earth's atmosphere, it avoids the distortion caused by air turbulence, providing a clear view of the universe. It captures light from distant stars, galaxies, and nebulae, allowing astronomers to look deeper into space and time than ever before. Equipped with advanced tools, the Hubble can observe a wide range of wavelengths, from ultraviolet to near-infrared, revealing the universe's hidden secrets. The images and data collected by Hubble are sent back to Earth, where scientists analyze them to uncover the mysteries of space. This process has led to groundbreaking discoveries, from the expansion rate of the universe to the existence of exoplanets. The Hubble Space Telescope is an incredible piece of technology that orbits the Earth about every 97 minutes. Its design allows it to take extremely detailed pictures and analyze light from stars and galaxies with great precision. One of the reasons Hubble is so special is that it operates above the Earth's atmosphere. On the ground, telescopes have to deal with the atmosphere's interference, which makes stars appear to twinkle. This doesn't happen to Hubble because it's in space, giving it a clear and steady view of the universe. Even though Hubble's mirror is only 2.4 meters across, small compared to some ground-based telescopes with mirrors 10 to 20 times larger, it still produces amazing images. This is because Hubble's advanced technology and careful design allow it to compete with much larger telescopes on Earth. The technology behind Hubble is very complex and has made it a giant in the field of space observation. The time that scientists get to use Hubble is very valuable. Many astronomers from all over the world want to use it, and there's more demand than available observation time. Every moment of Hubble's operation is carefully planned to ensure it works well and gathers as much useful data as possible. Hubble has several scientific instruments that are essential to its capabilities. These instruments can be divided into two main groups, those that capture images and those that analyze the light from stars and galaxies. The instruments can break down this light into a spectrum, like a rainbow, which helps scientists understand the properties of the objects being observed. One of the unique advantages of Hubble is its ability to observe types of light that the Earth's atmosphere usually blocks, such as infrared and ultraviolet light. Instruments like the Advanced Camera for Surveys, ACS, and the Near-Infrared Camera and Multi-Object Spectrometer, NICMOS, are designed to study different ranges of light, from visible to ultraviolet to infrared. Hubble's operation depends on a variety of mechanical and electrical systems. Solar panels provide the energy needed by converting sunlight into electricity. Gyroscopes, star trackers, and reaction wheels help keep Hubble stable and ensure it points accurately at its targets. These components work together smoothly, allowing Hubble to stay focused on an object for long periods, which is crucial for getting detailed observations. Once Hubble collects data, it doesn't just stay there. The telescope sends its findings back to Earth through a complex communication network. Hubble first sends the data to a satellite in the Tracking and Data Relay Satellite System, TDRSS. The satellite then sends the signal down to White Sands, New Mexico. From there, the data travels around the world to reach an extensive archive in Munich, Germany, where it is stored and made available for scientists to study. One of the remarkable aspects of Hubble's mission is the international collaboration involved. While Hubble is a NASA project, it's also a joint effort with the European Space Agency, ESA. Specialists from ESA work alongside NASA scientists at the Space Telescope Science Institute in the USA and another facility in Munich. European astronomers get to use more than 15% of Hubble's observation time and have contributed significantly to many scientific discoveries. Since embarking on its cosmic journey in 1990, NASA's Hubble Space Telescope has treated us to awe-inspiring pictures that unveil the breathtaking beauty of the universe. It's not just about pretty pictures, though. The Hubble is like a supercharged telescope armed with a bunch of fancy gadgets that turn it into a space observatory. This cosmic spy can see light in all sorts of flavors, from the invisible stuff like ultraviolet light to the colors we can see, and even a bit beyond that into the near-infrared. Thanks to its incredible sensitivity, the Hubble is like the Sherlock Holmes of the skies, solving mysteries left and right. It's not an understatement to call it one of the most priceless tools astronomers have ever had. And get this, it's not just NASA doing all the heavy lifting. The European Space Agency is in on the action too. Floating about 325 miles above Earth's surface, Hubble sits above all the atmospheric shenanigans that mess with ground-based telescopes. This means it gets a crystal-clear view of all the cool stuff out there, from close by, like asteroids in our cosmic backyard, to galaxies far, far away. Hubble's got it covered. It even peers back in time to when the universe was just a wee babe, only 3% of its current age. Through Hubble's lens, we've unlocked secrets about how the universe is put together, how galaxies form and evolve, and even discovered new worlds beyond our solar system. And guess what? Hubble's been doing this for over 30 years and is showing no signs of slowing down. It's made over 1 million observations, resulting in a mountain of scientific papers, over 21,000, to be exact. These papers have been referenced in more than 1.2 million other publications, showing just how much of a rock star Hubble is. It's such a big deal that pretty much every modern astronomy textbook owes some of its knowledge to Hubble. It's not just about giving us answers, though. Hubble is a master at raising questions too, poking holes in our understanding of the universe and pushing us to think bigger and bolder. What are your thoughts on the leaked NASA classified images that shock all religious people? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section.